Okay, Blog World Expo, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, where things don't stay in Vegas because there's Twitter.
That's exactly. What happens in Vegas is going to be on your website, so
exactly.
Be careful.
So with me I have Jason Falls of Doe Anderson, and social media guru, explorer and guru. And so we just came out of a PR and blog session,
yep.
right? And there were a lot of really interesting topics. It was a hot session, actually.
Yeah,
there was a lot of really good interaction there. And one of the topics that came up was, how is it that we're going to get PR people to wake up and smell the social coffee?
Yeah, and I've said before that I think public relations needs to own the responsibility for social media, because I've always thought of social media as online PR, if you really want to just kind of whittle it down to what it kind of is. And I think but that still doesn't answer the question, how do we get current PR professionals to embrace that and understand that? I think the first thing we need to do is understand that everyone who gets it needs to start teaching and telling the people who don't get it, especially in the world of PR, that look, you really need to start focusing on this. But part of that is going to have to be education, because the biggest hurdle that public relations professionals have to overcome right now in order to get up to speed with social media is a fear of technology. They don't understand the technological side of things well enough. They don't know how to do a blog. They don't know what SEO is. They don't understand RSS. So we need to teach them some of these just basic social Web 2.0 skills. Once they see that it's not about the technology, that it is a communications platform.
It's social.
It's social, and the technology only supports what you're trying to communicate. Then I think PR professionals are smart enough to go, oh, okay, I get it now. So it's really we're in a transitional period where it needs to be about educating and bringing more PR folks into the fold. PRSA is starting to do a better job. They did a poor job for the last 4 or 5 years, starting to do a much better job of teaching. IABC was a little bit ahead of the curve, but they're also doing good things, and so it's just a matter of public relations professionals embracing it and then teaching other PR professionals to embrace it as well.
Awesome. So you did one session today, and you have sessions tomorrow?
Yeah, I've got 2 tomorrow, actually.
Oh, can you talk a little bit about those?
Sure.
What time are they?
I'm doing a session. What time are they? I have no idea.
Okay, good.
I'm doing an early session that is actually my session that I pitched and successfully got hired to do. I guess I'm not really getting paid, so I didn't get hired. But my session is incorporating social media into the newsroom. It's talking about case studies of traditional media outlets, newspapers, television stations, radio stations, magazines that are using social media effectively to reclaim or continue to engage their audience, where we're going to talk about sort of the downslope of the traditional media, how newspapers are drying up, so on and so forth, why that may be happening, and then talk about some case studies of people who are using social media to maintain relevance with their audience. Then we're going to start talking about, okay, how can you as an editor, as a publisher, as a producer at a media outlet, how can you embrace social media in your media outlet, in your place of business? And then what are the issues you're going to have to tackle 5 years from now, maybe 10 years from now, so that you can not slip further?
That's very far ahead.
And so we're gonna try to think ahead a little bit on that. The other one is called Avoiding Disaster. It was actually it's Patrick O'Keefe, who is a forum and message board guru expert at ifroggy.com, I believe. It's Patrick's panel, but I'm moderating it, and it's Darren Rouse and Leela Fever are also on that panel with us, and we're going to talk about what you should not do as a brand to engage in social media. Kind of talk about some of the missteps that people make, the mistakes that they make, how to avoid them, and then how to not only avoid them, but how to successfully play in the social media space and not get trampled on because you made a stupid mistake. So hopefully send people away with some useful information that they can take back and put into place.
Sounds like you're a big piece of that education that you mentioned earlier.
It's I've just kind of taken it on as a mission. I mean, the more educated the mainstream world is about social media, the longer I can have a job. So it all comes back to me.
Well, there you go. Okay. Thanks a lot, Jason.
Thank you, Lee.